chat. Hello. Welcome. We are currently in ad time. We will see how today's stream goes. I did just post the cat girl clip, which I think will probably drum up a little bit of we'll say malactors. So we'll see how it goes. We're probably gonna get a few people dropping slayers today. But that is okay. We have auto mod for a reason. Okay. This should not be tracking Firefox. Cool. All right. I hope everybody's doing well today. Let me get on screen here. Who am I right now? I am invisible. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. What the hell? I'm not invisible on VTube Studio. Ah, but I'm not showing VTube Studio, am I? Surprise! I'm the wrong size. Always some problem, isn't there? One day I will finish my pre-stream checklist without fucking it up. But until that day, we will have fucked it up. All right. So today we're working on the website. We'll see if I can actually show anything today. Probably use Visual Studio Code. There's a few things I want to improve. Let me check a couple things really quick. Okay. So there's a few things I want to improve. I'm down. I have to upload one more. One moment. I have not yet uploaded the bad at driving TikTok, and I am to do that. So allow me to do that one moment. I keep forgetting to upload TikToks, and I have like a queue I need to get through. Where is... Oh, it's in reverse alphabetical order. Wonderful. Here we go. So we're just going to really quickly edit this. They are pre-edited. All I have to do is add a sound, captions, and title of the video. It's this one. Then we will go into the editor view, tap the video, untap the video, click the button. Okay. I swear, there's gotta be something gravitating. Why are these invisible now? Why do they look wrong now? Okay, new blend. We strip 1/10 of a second so that we can generate again for captions. Set the style now. Okay. Edit the captions. Here we go. I swear, there's gotta be something. All right. Now we're up to date on our TikToks. It took slightly longer than I expected, but that's okay. I can now move these 3 into the uploaded category. And now we only have 36 more clips to upload. Still a lot, but we'll get there. I'm uploading 3 every couple days. That's how that one works. Let us get the cable away from the fan. Take the Lego set to the desk. I was building a Lego set. Hallie and Darth were streaming Lego, and I was like, you know what? I got some Lego sets I could finish. So I decided to quickly build a bird. I have a I'm not actually an ornithologist, so I don't know very many birds, but it's red. I want to say cardinal, but I'm pretty sure they don't have this many colors. So I want to say something more like a parrot or parakeet, something para. Actually, not super convinced I've done it right, but it looks about right. Actually, no, it probably is right because they would have, yeah, if they put like white bricks here, it would hide the eyes from the side profile. Anyway, I'm going to go put this back over on the desk before I end up turning the wings off. They are not very resilient to it. But let us get to the brass tacks of today. So a couple of the things I want to show are actually one is going to be a scary capture. I have done something slightly difficult, and it has worked. So here's the main scene. Welcome to my actual desktop. So if I click this scripting button on this one, because this is the one that's debugging, right? If I click this is so sad. Is it actually this one? Perfect. Oh my god, the shit ass Lua scripting works. Followed by opening the Lua scripting. So now we can write Lua. Like a equals 4. You put dollar signs before variables in Lua? I cannot remember. It's not really that important. But yeah, that's what I've been working on in the background because I do intend on taking currently OBS script. That's not it. Currently OBS script looks like this. So it's got like execute script and then its parameters, but it is done with just like substring and stuff. So it's not super resilient. It can't be extended very much. So I'm planning on removing it entirely and replacing it with what I'm calling coalescent script, which is extensible and things can actually register their own scripting handlers. In fact, the oh my god, the shit ass scripting works is it's coalescence.show message box. And that's how that one works. Pretty nice. I might change it to show dialogue instead of show because if you just leave it at show, the script will continue executing. So that's maybe not great, but that is one of the things I'm working on. So allow me to hide my scary capture. Sure as hell hope not. I don't have any credit left. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to call the insurance company today. Well then, that's a tomorrow thing. Um anyway, let's get Visual Studio Code running. It's already running. I never closed it. Sick. So, let's open Visual Studio Code. Did I make the Visual Studio scene full screen? I did. I might do the same here. Um, hmm, okay. Um, I'm not super a fan of how this looks, but it'll do for now. Here it is, Visual Studio Code, and my real website code. So here is the music page, right? We were working on this yesterday, just for a little bit. And I think it looks a lot better than it used to. That's for certain. Um, it really does look a lot better than it used to. Um, we no longer have any rectangles. We only have rounded rectangles. Anyway, um, that is one of the things we have done. Have just realized that there are secret projects that I can't show you the config files for. So that's wild. That's not something I had considered. Um, one moment. I have made an oopsie. That's not the right scene. Uh-oh. I have created an abomination of a scene. Um, let me also move my preview window. I'm just gonna close it here. Um, hmm. Hmm. I don't give a fuck. Stop emailing me. Okay. Hmm. Let me set this up. Okay. We'll see how this goes. I'm currently enabling rate limits on all of my servers. They were previously not on because I didn't actually have a way to limit, or I didn't have a way to get the IP of people requesting services. But now I can. So that shit's getting locked down now. We do have to restart Nginx though. And now we have to test to see if it works. It doesn't. Okay, so all I've done is managed to take my entire site offline. Oh, it's in the HTTP is where that's supposed to go. Oopsies. I might have fucked it. It's all good. We can now restart this again, and this should work. Cool. Ah, slight issue. My models page is fucked. Let me fix this really quick. Hello. Welcome back. Uh-oh, why is it still broken? Uh-oh. Why is it still using the wrong style sheet? Oh, I don't have write permission, that's why. Why did it go back? There we go. That's not right either, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. Yes, welcome back. I am working on my my website at the moment. Currently, what the problem I was just dealing with was is that this was the wrong style sheet, so this page looked terrible. I want to try now. Yeah, so my server will return 427, just too many requests. But for some reason, Firefox doesn't try again. Wait, 429 is too many requests. The hell is 427? Unassigned. Also, congratulations on being first. We need to set this to, this is visible, is it? No, it isn't. Okay. Let me set this to be visible. Main scene. Oh, is it gonna be on every single one of these individually? Ah, shit. All right, that's fine. Um, okay. Now I should be able to restart Nginx, and if we're lucky, Firefox will reattempt these instead of just giving up Wait, they all worked. What? Why is it just working now? It's supposed to hit too many requests. Huh. Um, I don't know why that's not limiting. Because it's never getting a 429. But it should be. Because it was getting 429 earlier. But it looks like now it just waits. Okay. The web browser is configured to automatically retry requests that are too early. Excellent. Ooh, I can hear me. Don't like that. All right. But yes, we are just working on fixing some of the issues with my website, and there are a few issues. Um one of the things I want to work on is the credits as well. This credits tab now uses the same information, or like the same idea of the model credits page or the models page, um, to display them as credits in the thing in the credits page. What I'd like to do is do the same thing for emotes. I do have quite a few emotes, and I would like to have all of that in here. This is not wave.png. What? But yes, I'm working on a similar page for emotes. What does that look like right now? Ah, literally none of this information is correct. So what I need to do is fill out this JSON object. We do have a few emotes though. This might take a while. I also have to upload all of them. That's also going to take a while. Um, well, actually, uploading it isn't going to be hard. Just renaming all the files to be something sensible is going to be hard. We'll probably upload them in 56 pixel. So, I mean, we could I just don't want to upload them in its design size, really. Um, so just renaming files. Um, okay, so we need to upload all of these. Okay. We need to get a directory listing. These up to PNG actually? Yes. Okay. So here's our directory listing. The idea is we're going to take all of these. We're going to do object canonical name will just be right now its name. Then Twitch name will also be its name. Discord name will be its name. Image will be its actual path. Then every single one of these is drawn by the same person. I uploaded them all from the same folder. And these were all drawn by Lunar Spark on VGen. Links is an array, not an object. Oh no, all of them are supposed to have one more um shit. We can run format document on this afterwards. We'll fix a lot of this. Kind of sucks that I have to do this manually because I've already deselected. Okay. Now, if I reopen this page, there should be a lot of emotes. And there are. And if I click this link, it should work. And it does. Cool. Now, what we need to do is get their actual names. Maybe we actually just don't display the Twitch and Discord name and just keep only its canonical name. Because the names change periodically. We might do that. We just get rid of header row 3 and 4. And get rid of 3 and 4. Now it's just the emo's canonical name. For some reason, there are 2 lists. Not sure what that's all about. I actually have no idea why that's there. Why are there 2 lists? This isn't part of a separate list. Oh, it doesn't retry. You actually do have to refresh the page in order to get all of these. Funny. This might actually be the largest page on the entire website. Anyway, we need to do essentially the same thing. but with all of the Helen emotes, which are only available in high size. So I actually need to downsize them first. Which I'll probably do with FFmpeg. No, I can't do it with FFmpeg. Do I have Magic installed? Nope. So I do have to do it with FFmpeg. FFmpeg 4 files, mask, startup, PNG, command, CMD, command, FFmpeg, input, at file. BF scale equals 56 by 56. At file 2.png. It did work. It doesn't look all that good, but it did work. All right. Now we're going to take the output, going to run up to PNG just to squeeze out a little bit more size there. We saved 3 kilobytes. Love to see it. Now going to use power rename to delete the 2 from all of the file names. Okay. Upload all of these. Should I have normalized their file names first? Probably should. So I'm going to take a quick second, go back through these. I believe there are 15. You sure you want to permanently delete these following 17 files? There are actually 17. There are 15 designs, and then there are 17 actual versions. So that's why. Okay. I've now normalized the file names. We'll do the same thing, which is to take a directory listing. We will normalize this directory listing. Copy all of the names. Create object, canonical name, which name will be the same thing. Discord name, image is. I think it's Creth. Creth? I actually still don't know. H crest. All right, so I need to fix this. Then I need to fix. There's something wrong with this one. I forget what it is. This one's missing a. Oh, did I do the thing again? Oh shit. There's one too few closing braces on every single one of these. I do want to test this link and make sure that the link is right. Um, okay. Let's try this link. This link does work. It is Kreth. That was right. And now, if we reload my emotes page, it should be up to date, even though many of them are going to give 429s. It's one of those pages you might have to load multiple times. Okay. Next is set 3, which are blue shies emotes. I will only include the set 4 have the fixed versions of the no it doesn't. Okay. So I'm actually gonna have to run emote resizer on these because the outputs are not the right size. So we're gonna do that really quick. I should have emote resizer downloaded. Should still be on my desktop. It isn't. My life is misery. That's all right. We'll go here and use the version I have from the programming folder. So I'm going to take the slow version of the animation, drop it in here, hit process Twitch. There's hell it's taking a long time, isn't it? All right, copy the emote version at medium size. Um, always with the bots, huh? All right, we're gonna load 3. Gonna beep at me to tell me that it's done. Take the Twitch emote mediums of each of them. These should all be 56 by 56. They do look a little scuffed, but that's all right. Does this actually show? Yes, it does. Okay. So now what we need to do is go to set 4. And we need to take all of these, all of the slow ones. Could be these, I think. All right. So we're going to load all of these in. There are 9 emotes. It's taking a while. If it's doing anything to begin with, actually. It might have given up. I think it might have given up. Oh, never mind. I forgot it opens a window to tell you that it's gonna take a while. That window popped under. Why did Peak open? Not the game, the app. Okay. Okay. So now all of these are renamed. We will do the same thing. Is get a directory listing. And down here, oh, I probably should have done opt-to-png. It saved 800 bytes. I'm not even gonna bother. All right. Now we do canonical name is the name of the file minus its extension. Discord name is the name of the file minus its extension. Which name is the name of the file minus its extension. Emote or image is emotes file name. Artist is name of Blue Shy. Links is one link. Name is VGen. href is this link. Right now we hit format document. Get rid of this comma, and it should just work. Now the only problem we have is that you need to make a lot of requests on this website. And you're gonna get hit with a lot of 409 or 429s. So what I might actually do, come to this specific page, the location, stream, let's do, we'll give you a burst of 80 here. That is something I can do. That way you can download all of the emotes. Maybe we even make it like burst of 160. Just that as time goes on. All right, I'm getting 404 not found on the page now, which means something is wrong. What's your problem? Oh. There's no path route. I was saying 404 on the page. Why? Why is it 404? Huh? That works. There we go. Yeah, weirdly enough, the header is per author. I also need to get rid of the wave emote, which is not actually a real emote. That was just a testing one. Okay. For some reason, it's based on the artist. I think I found out why. There we go. And that should be most, if not all, of the emotes we have. You check the emote assignments. Be sure. It's not all of them, actually, I've just realized. Because Gremlin is one of our emotes. Cat Owl is one of our emotes. Amogus is one of them. We do need to add entries for those. We also have a couple animated versions of them. I don't really plan on doing all of them, actually. We probably won't do the Amogus. Gremlin we might do. One of the things I want to do anyway is make emotes for or from EmoteLab to upload and potentially use in emote votes. So we will be doing that as well. We might even do that now. We do have a couple emotes to upload. Could do that. I'm still not 100% happy with how the page looks. I might change it instead of being a table. I might change it to be a flex grid. With divs. I think that might just look better. Or even just like a Problem is, I would want to use something that gets the average color. Can I do that with CSS? I don't even know how I would do that. I mean, with JavaScript, I could do something to get the average color. I just don't know how I would do it. I don't like how it looks. So, if you haven't seen it, this is what the page currently looks like. And I mean, it's not the worst. Like I've seen worse, but it's not great. So I would like to make a better looking way to describe this. What I think I'm going to do is instead of using a table, so instead of actually appending this to the document, we're just not going to append the document with this list. Weirdly enough, we never actually call document.appendChild with the list. We do one for the emote data, but we don't actually do it. Oh, because this is get element by ID. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's take all of this code and bring it out into a script. Okay. Now we will, instead of having the script in here, we will do script source equals emotes.js. We will copy and paste emotes.js. And now what I want to do is do some slightly better stuff here. So return list row is a thing that is appended to list body. So what I'm thinking we do is instead of this, we do models element is get element by ID of emotes, right? We don't consider authors at all separately. We delete all of this, right? We do for I in emotes.length, right? We do list body append child of emotes at j. This is instead models element. There is no list. This is now a lot more simplified. Create emote card now creates let emote div equals document dot create elements of div. Let image div equals document dot create element div. Actually, we could just do image is just image. Image dot source equals emote dot image. Emote div dot append child of image. Let text equals document dot create element of paragraph. Let emote right equals document dot create elements of div. Let name equals create p. Let artist equals create p. Image dot class list dot add emote image. Emote div dot class list dot add emote. Emote right dot class list dot add emote names. Name dot class list dot add emote name. And then artist dot class list dot add the emote artist. All right. Now what we're gonna do is name dot inner HTML equals emote dot name. Artist.inner HTML equals emote.artist.name. Then emote right.append child of name, then artist. Now we do emote div.append child emote right. Let emote link equals document.create elements of A. And then emote link.class list add emote link. Emote link.source equals emote.artist.links at 0.href. Emote link.add or append child of emote div. And then return emote link. So the idea now is that we should have a structured data set of just things. Emote div is not defined. Is now undefined. It's canonical name. Okay, so now we have an atrocious looking way to store it, but what we'll be able to do is style this using CSS, make it look slightly less absolute shit. So what we're gonna do is .emote. First off, are we including the style sheet from above? We are not. This should be including my base style sheet. Style.css is probably unnecessary. Yeah, style.css is actually just a copy of the base style sheet, so I'm just gonna delete it. Actually, we'll unreference it first, and then we'll delete it. Actually, it is unreferenced, so we will delete it. Then emotes.css we will keep. So emote, this is the div. So we'll do width is 8 em, height is 3 em. Yeah, that looks. Those are not large enough. So we'll just do auto width. Margin auto. Display flex. Emotes. Actually, I think it's hash emotes, isn't it? Yeah. Display flex flexbox. Flex grid flexbox. Um. Okay. The emotes header is in the emotes element, so it shouldn't be. But this displays lower. Emotes is now wider than the document. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So now what we need to do is probably get rid of this width. Maybe even get rid of this display attribute. Okay. So now we have this behavior, which looks pretty shit, but that's the thing, is we can fix that with slightly more CSS. So emote, right? We'll do color white just so that it's not an empty rule set. We'll do emote image. Will be width is 56 pixels. Height is 50. Is it 56? It might be 52 pixels. It's 56. Um, they're still being displayed as 32 by 32. Why is that? It literally says 56. What? Um, we now want to change this image to be display inline block that the text appears to its right. So then emote right. Is it emote names? I forget. It is emote names. It'll be display inline block. Okay. Um, we want to do dot emote names p margin 0 because holy shit, the margin is crazy. So margin, so we'll do dot emote name margin top will be 8 pixels. And then we'll do font weight bold. Then emote names dot emote artist. Color will be X888. Dot emote names will have a margin left of 1M. This will have a margin top of 4 pixels. Then emote will have a margin of 1 EM. Or no, it'll have a padding of 1 EM. Have a background color of 2222 or 222F. Just 222, I guess. It'll have a border radius of 1M. Some weird shit happening again. The emote image has a giant left margin. Okay. Okay. So I want to change the padding to maybe quarter of an M. Okay, maybe half an M. Change the border radius to also half an M. All right. We'll change the margin to half an M. Okay. The links aren't working, which is weird. Did we not set it? It would help if I assigned the right value to it, wouldn't it? Okay. This looks a lot better, I think. This is how it looks now. So on any of these, you can click one, and it'll bring you straight to the artist who did it. I think this is a lot better than the table we had not too long ago. Actually, we can quickly talk about how it used to look because we can just set this emotes.js to emotesold.js and it should do the old thing. Yeah. Here's how it looked before. Right? With its wackiness. How it looks now. Perfect. The only thing I might do is sort them by name, because I think some people might be unhappy with my sorting. I've just realized I have not correctly taken the screenshot. Casually goes to just delete the header. I don't generally show my URL bar because it's kind of weird. Okay. All right. One thing I want to fix really quick. So I have noticed there's exactly one emote with a capital letter, which is this one. Gonna really quickly fix that. I will have to rename the file, or else it will not work because Linux is weird and the file systems are case sensitive. I need to delete this. Um, did it fail? What? Here we go. Hey, Kong. We have just improved our emotes page. So if I set this back to the old one and I refresh the website, this is what it did look like, right? So it's this big table. If I come back and delete these 4 characters and then refresh the website, this is what it looks like now. Basically, we've gone from a table to not a table. I think it looks a lot better. Huh, where's my Visual Studio Code? All right. We could probably get rid of this table tag because it's not used. We also can probably delete a lot of this stuff. So these header things are unnecessary because these are now all handled by the other style sheet. Yeah, so they look the same even if I refresh it now. Okay. Close this big emotes page. Maybe we do the same thing to models? A new card-based system? I don't think so. I think really the table system works better for the models because I mean they are actually divs and not a table. I just think it works better for the models. Okay. Now, let's move on to making our own emotes in EmoteLab. Each of these will be added to the list of emotes credited to Hexos. They are the person who made EmoteLab. The link will probably be placed to EmoteLab's Steam page. Um, because I don't know what else to put it as. So let's get labbing. All right. So we load this. We load Dusk. Set the output size to GIFs at 112 by 112, isn't it? Yep. At 33.3 frames per second. No limit on max frame count, because I don't think Twitch has one. If they do, news to me. Um, using global color table? I don't think we have one. All right. So if I do a test one, so like a bits redeem, right? I mean, I guess this wouldn't be an emote then. Let's try this. Wait, output an emote. Let me delete all of the existing emotes. So if we open an emote, I mean, it does work. Can I make the FPS slightly better? I've just, oh no, that is. They play at a constant rate, so changing the FPS actually changes its speed. Hmm. I mean, I could get this to be correct because I can reprocess these through FFmpeg to force them to be 50 FPS. I just don't know if Twitch is actually going to handle those correctly. It actually could also be that my emote player is just bad. Emote player is just bad. Okay, I might need to uninstall EarthInView. It's not good. It's bad. All right. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. We're making emotes. I've just improved how my website's emote page looks. We go to my emotes page. This is what it looks like now, which is a lot better than it looked like before. It was just a big table. So now that we actually have the infrastructure to make our emotes look good, I am going through and adding more emotes. This one is arrive. We need angry. Yeah, this looks very good. Do we put these in here? I feel like these aren't good emotes per se. They're good for alerts, but I don't think they're good as emotes. Maybe this one could be a good emote. Maybe we just take it. Fuck it. I can render as many of these as I want. Should I take arrive with spoon? Sure. Bonk. Classic. I'm not sure which one of these I want. Let's do this one. I can actually change the color of this liquid. I think. Yeah, beverage liquid. We could change it. We could make it purple. We could make it bright magenta. What color shall we make it? Make it green. Wait, we could make it Baja Blast. Color's Baja Blast. Like a like a almost turquoise, isn't it? Yeah. It's something like this. It's funny because I've never had Baja Blast. They would never expect it. I really like this jail. I mean, naturally, Cat's gonna love that one. I almost feel like the whole time on this isn't long enough. So I feel like a lot of the problem I have with some of EmoteLab's animations is that the hold time isn't long enough for it to be a great like payoff to the idea, right? So like this one is that you're muted, right? But since the refresh or like replay time of the animation is only 1 second, it's a little too often. Like if it just held here for like an extra 2 seconds, I think it'd be a really good emote. It's like a, oh no, you're muted. Something like that. Other than that, I really like all of the like animations. They're very nice animations. This is another one where it's like it's just too quick to refresh. It would be fine if it just played once, but it doesn't. It plays every second. I think that's one of the issues. And I think if you have the right tools, you can like edit Coffee Bean, which might be in the license. It actually doesn't say if you can edit it or not. I think maybe yes, because Hexos allows you to edit type H1. Um, but it would be something I'd have to ask. I'm not quite sure. I didn't render question. I might not render question. I mean, we can. Fuck it. Much. This is like the same thing. It's just like I just need a little bit more hang time at the end of the animation. Because on Twitch, emotes repeat, and they repeat very quickly. We'll render both of these. Red packet, I don't think will make sense to much of my audience. We gotta take these. These are good. Um, chat's gonna love this one. See, this one has a good hang time. Like it hangs for like a full second instead of like a quarter or half a second. It's a good hang time. This one doesn't hang long enough. It hangs about, I'd say, half a second. It's not long enough. But if it were a full second, it would be okay. Type angry is a good one. I think sweat might be the only animation I don't actually like. Something about it's just a little weird to me. Maybe it's like maybe it's a thing of like it would be better if it hung, where it like stops and just has like some like low speed animation and then resets. But for this one, it just feels like it resets too quickly. But yeah, because like this one's really good. Like it does the thing. It hangs for about like 3/4 of a second or maybe a second, and then resets. Makes it look good. So yeah, like most of my concerns are just hang time. This is me right now. I have rendered 44 emotes. So, thing is, we cannot put all of these on Twitch. Because we just don't have the ability to put it on Twitch. There are too many of them. So what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to use power rename to rename all of the digits to nothing. So digit hyphen to be replaced with nothing. Apply that. Underscore dots to be replaced with underscore. Underscore dot without regular expressions to be replaced with dot, not underscore. We'll do the same for space dot, which has a couple candidates. I want to replace all of them with lowercase letters. Okay. We will probably have to do Oh, I can't rename them to be lowercase because Windows is a case insensitive file system. The problem is it does actually matter. Um renaming all of these really quick. I will probably premote or prefix all of these emotes with EL for EmoteLab because a lot of them do actually have name um collisions, or at least many of them can have name collisions. So now what I need to do is open this in Power Rename again. See if we have any spaces. Do we have any spaces? We do not have any spaces. Okay. So I'd like to do what? That should be the start. Okay, there we are. Okay, so now what we can do is upload. First, let's get our directory listing. And we are going to upload all of these to the same emotes folder as the other ones. Be a lot of data. 9.07 megabytes, actually. Oh, no, we need to resize them first. Because all of these emotes need to be 56 by 56. Okay. Realistically, I probably should have exported these at higher than 112 by 112. I should have done something more like 1024 by 1024. I'm going to be rescaling them anyway. I mean, I could go back through and re-render them, but we'll just re-render them at low quality for now. It will be fine. I think I should have checked regen palette. Wait, let me turn on a regen palette. Okay, so now I have it running, and it will process all 43 emotes we just rendered. The plan is that this should be a lower size, hopefully. And this will give us a lot better total file size. Because unfortunately, there's not a lot of great ways to reduce GIF online. I could maybe encode it with WebM, but the file sizes are already quite low. APNG might be better too. I'm just not sure. Maybe we could just try it. If I set this to 2048 by 2048, and I rendered I don't know, this. It's gonna take a long time to export now because it's a lot of data. The output video should be pretty large too. Did it fail to write? Huh? It did fail to write. Oh, it hasn't finished writing yet. Oh wow, it was 14 megabytes. Okay. Now, if I come over here and I set the encoder to APNG and I export, question is, will it be a smaller file? Probably, because GIF is not compressed very well, and APNG kind of is. So I'm really hoping that APNG is better than GIF. Oh dear, it's not. APNG is 40 megabytes. Is it really that bad? My thing doesn't even support APNG. Interesting. So by resizing everything down to medium, we were able to save about half the data size. Really not as good as I was hoping though. That means if you request this page, it is 4 megabytes of emotes for what I consider to be relatively compressible images. They're literally like vector drawings. Hell, animated SVG would probably do it. Actually, no, these are images. It is rasters. Um, the people are saying WebP is an alternative to GIF. It took like 8 seconds. Okay, so it is animated. I was gonna say it took like 8 seconds, and then all of my tools only display 1 frame. I mean, if these are going to be displayed on the web, I might as well actually like use things that it's going to be displayed as. It saved about 5 times the file size. So what we're gonna try here is for files, mask is GIF, command is cmd cffmpeg at file, or in at file. Out is fname.webp. It should be slightly faster, hopefully, considering that the data is 56 by 56. It looks like at these lower sizes, the space saving is a little bit less significant. Um, it's down to like 145 kilobytes per. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to my EmoteLab export page. I'm going to delete everything. I'm going to go to 2048 by 2048 APNG at 60. I'm going to export this emote. I'm going to check out the export tab. I'm going to try input API or input dusk, whatever the file name comes out to be. I think APNG might be one of the better formats to store it in. It's got better color than GIF. The only thing is the size is kind of shit. Honest. WebP seems to lose rate information and doesn't repeat by default. FMPEG WebP output. Um, okay. A second. This is taking a while to process. I mean, I can just output using GIF, but then the I mean, the color is fine. It's mainly just that GIF is really large. I prefer not to use it if I don't absolutely have to. And also, for some reason, the FPS values that they give you are not amazing. Like, they can give me 33.3, but they can't give me 60. I'd like it to be in 60. I mean, I could just patch EmoteLab to give me an option for 60. I mean, I could just patch EmoteLab to do that. I might patch EmoteLab to do that. The fun thing is EmoteLab is not super hard to patch because it's a Unity app, and all Unity apps are, by definition, easy to patch because C# is not very good for obscuring or otherwise obfuscating your code. It's pretty easy to just open that shit and make modifications. If I go to Settings Manager, what were the values? 33.3. So we'll just do a search in the entire application for 33.3. Weirdly enough, I haven't found a single answer. Initialize FPS drop down. See. Interesting. So it's actually just a list in the code. I could probably just add to this list. I don't see why 16.7 and 33.3 are available. Actually, that's weird, isn't it? 16.7, if that's FPS values, is this originally supposed to be the delays? Because 16.7 milliseconds is the delay of a 60 FPS video. I mean, we can test it out. If we set this to 250 by 250, right? Set the FPS to 10. We export. And we open the file. No, that's definitely 10. We set it to 50 and export it. Yeah, no, that's definitely 50. So I don't know why they haven't given 60 as an option. Or even 30. They're given as APNG options, which is the weird bit. If you want a sensible frame rate, you have to use APNG. Isn't that weird? I mean, GIF is actually good for holding a certain frame because it has differential encoding. Where you can by setting some flags, you can have it only encode it if the pixel is changed, like you encode a rectangle region. So it's good at holding the same frame for a very long time. What I might just do is run through and export all of them at like 56 by 56, 112 by 112, 256 by 256, and I mean, I really don't. The concern is it looks kind of shit when you scale it down. It really doesn't look all that good. It's also not reset. It's not looping. It's another issue. Um, okay, let's see if this works. Okay. So now what I need to do is use good old power rename. Take Twitch emote medium out of the file name. Okay. View details type WebP. I'm gonna upload all of the WebP files and not the GIF versions because the WebP versions are about 30% as large. And for a page that's already going to be loading a lot of content, I'm just going to use the smaller format. If your browser isn't shit, it should just work. So if it doesn't work, that's an operator problem. Can I filter the output of ls? ls filter webp. There we go. So if we go back to our good old, the hell is OBS? Go back to our good old Visual Studio Code link. Here's where we are. Take all of this. We take all of these files. We do canonical name, Twitch name, Discord name, image is emotes, artist is, name is Hexos, links is name EmoteLab, href is https emotelab.com until I get done with that. Put another thing here. All right. I don't think emotelab.com is the actual link to the website. Nope. So we will use the app link instead. Now if we go to emotes page, okay. I wonder how it does it internally. How does EmoteLab export their animations? So it renders them to frames. Not a surprise. But I'm just curious to see if it uses FFmpeg. Apparently not. Well then. I was gonna say, because if it's FFmpeg, then I can just insert my own WebP encoder, but it isn't, so I can't do that. Well then. I mean, I could probably do it if I tried hard enough, but I just don't care. I can export it to APNG and then re-encode it into a better file type. It's just gonna take a lot of time and a lot of disk space. That's not outside of the realm of possibility. Anyway, we can make the other characters here too. So I kind of wish there was a quick way to load or to export a bunch of models, but I think what I'll do is I'll export them at 1024 by 1024 in APNG 60, which is going to take a while, but that's all right. Can I do multiple of these at once? The app is starting to freak out a little bit, but is it working? I don't care if the app freaks out if it works. Uh, so it doesn't. It doesn't work. It's close to working. Almost everything works. The problem is it outputs it with the wrong file name because the file name is determined by what animation you have selected at the time or at the exact moment the animation finishes rendering. Which is unfortunate because you could actually just absolutely tear through them and render all of them if that were not the case. But instead, you actually have to do it one by one. So in that case, um, yeah, do it one by one. That's fine. Actually, do you think we just do this one? Eh. The problem now is that I've moved the viewport, so we have to delete this and do it again. We're gonna go through and render all of these really quick. I may end up re-rendering these alerts because I think I'm zoomed in too far, but that's all right. Did I already render a star? I wasn't paying attention. I've not. This viewport is not placed correctly. I wonder if the viewport will move during the animation. No, the viewport stays the same. I do wonder if they will add like easier custom stuff because right now it is possible. You just have to buy an app. Because they have like a very specific spine editor map or like app that they use, and it isn't free. And apparently you need to use exactly that one or else it doesn't work. Or at least that's what the documentation says. I wonder if they will add more like customizability, like changing the timing of animations and stuff. I think it would be very interesting. I wonder if I'm thinking about the emote vote now because the emote vote will be more complicated now that we have, you know, a billion emotes. Um, what is the best way to do it? Because like I can make because right now the problem is we're using the worst system to do an emote vote. We're using Google Drive to do our emote vote. It's it's a little painful if I'm being honest. It would be nice to make one that is a little bit more streamlined, almost the same as choosing emotes in Twitch. Um, I mean, I can do almost everything because I could even do it in the way that you have like some sort of client app or like a JavaScript app that clears your emotes and actually applies an emote vote result. It wouldn't even be that hard because already you have like really all you have to do is have the authorization go through. That's like the really hard part, and then you just clear everything by calling delete emote on everything that exists. I wonder if you can revoke your own access token. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. You could even revoke the access token when you're done, if such a thing is possible. There's a lot more animations than I thought there were. I think there are 70. I also wonder if you could do like faster. Like if you modded in an FFmpeg thing, because you can pipe files directly to FFmpeg. And then that would be fast because you just send the image data uncompressed to FFmpeg. Or you compress it in some very quick format, like bitmap or something that doesn't do compression. Pretty sure bitmap doesn't do compression. I could be wrong. Because that would be really fast. And you just forward it uncompressed to FFmpeg because memory copy is going to be at gigabytes per second. Um, it'd be really fast. If you compress them with PNG, that shouldn't be too slow. I mean, I guess it depends on the size of the image. But that would reduce the size being copied a lot too. I actually wonder if you could tell whether or not this is a because I'm pretty sure they're images, but the style of Coffee Bean could very well be um a could be SVG. So I kind of wonder sometimes it is. The reference is spine. Yeah, so it's spine. It's not live 2D. Interesting. How much data have I used? Nearly a gigabyte. That doesn't surprise me. A lot of animations here. There aren't too many more, but 10 more. trying to think about how I would do the emote vote site idea, because essentially you'd be able to choose your own emote sets too, because it would be available to generally everybody. I guess the problem is, um, if it is publicly available, theoretically anybody could upload their own or upload my emote set to their channel. I mean, you'd have to replace your emotes with mine. You'd also have to have as many slots as I do. Hmm. I also wonder if it would be better as a desktop app. That also means that I don't need to worry about having uh like my full size emotes online. Because generally I don't put my full size emotes online. Not a good idea. That's why the emotes on the website are the lowest quality they can be without being like unusable. They don't want I don't want somebody to like download them and like use them for AI or something. Then the artist comes to me and is like, "Hey, what the hell?" So, all right, I now have 1.16 gigabytes of images. Now the plan is, um, F, sorry, FFM or 4 files. Mask is start.png, and is cmdc, ffmpeg, yes, input, at file, codec, or video format, scale equals 112 by 112, fps equals 60 at fname.webp. Actually, I should clean up the file names before I start copying them, shouldn't I? Or start making like derivative files of them. So we're going to do there we go. Okay. Space is replaced with score. Okay. All of the file names are sensible now. Are they? Hmm? So we'll actually have to go through and we'll have to rename these. Okay. Open this in Power. Rename. See, we still have this one. Okay. I need to see if this is right again. Okay. All right. Now what we can do is scale these. So I want to do 320 by 320. Oh, this isn't the right command. This should have loop 0. Which should cause it to infinitely loop. Actually, let's do this. FFmpeg voters. Actually, FFmpeg help voter equals webp. There we go. Okay. The idea is to set this to uh lossless preset picture quality 100. So lossless 1 preset 1 quality 100. Weirdly enough, setting lossless to 1 and quality not to 100 reduces the file size by about 50%. It is not lossless. That'll probably do it. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing for 112 pixels. It should be a little faster because there's less to do. Hmm. Okay, so that's done. The same for 56 by 56. Should be even faster. Would actually probably be faster if I disabled the output. While I'm here, I might as well do 28. Okay. Now what I want to do is do GIF. So start with the 320 by 320, 60 FPS. So we need to do a filter complex. 0 will come in as palette gen. So I'll put as palette. 0 will come in as split to A and B. A will go to palette gen. B and palette go to palette use. Um, so what I want to do now is 0 goes into scale equals 28 by 28. Go into X. X will go into split A to B. Um, mm, That's kind of annoying. So for some reason, 4files is trying to parse. You're back for goon coins. Nice. FF or 4files is trying to parse the arguments I'm giving to FFmpeg. Very annoying. Um, unless I'm supposed to use 4. I mean, I was using 2 before and it was working. But we can try using 4 now. See, that's the weird thing. I mean, I guess there's only one set of double quotes. Oh God. Okay. So we're going to use cheating. We're going to write the filter graph to a file and then just send in a link to the file. Because for some reason, 4files is being a dick. Huh? Hmm. It just wanted to be a certain. It just wanted it to be a certain file type. Okay. That's slightly annoying. What is the way to do this? Fmpeg GIF set frame rate. The FPS video filter. Shit. It still hasn't worked. Didn't know that they so apparently GIFs presentation timestamps are in hundredths of a second and not milliseconds, which is why EmoteLab only gives you 150. It's because it just isn't possible to do anything better than that. It is annoying to me, but that's just how it goes. I need to change this command. Okay, so now it should be okay. The frame rate is now correct, which is great. We like to see that. Strangely enough, the GIFs are actually smaller than the WebP. Strangely enough, the WebP files look to be the wrong size. Are they? No, they just look larger. That's weird. Okay. Okay. I think the 56 is where WebP is going to end up being smaller. No, it's actually still GIF is larger, or GIF is smaller, but not by much. I think at 112, certainly. Certainly GIF ends up being larger, right? Yeah, it is. Not by much, but it is. All right, and then we do 320, which is our final size. I think that WebP is likely to be very much smaller. Yeah, about half a megabyte for each image. Better than the APNGs, which are like 20 megabytes per animation. I honestly think I could like re-encode these with VP9 and WebM. It would be a lot smaller. We could try it. Um, is this actually transparent or difficult to tell? I told it to use Yuva. Let's see. FFmpeg help encoder equals libvpx vp9. I want to see if we can turn on alpha. We could just drag it into Firefox and see what it does. Oh yeah, no, it is. It does have alpha. Windows uh fills a like gray rectangle behind it, which is just typical that Windows would lie to me. But yeah, this WebM is about what I would expect for a an animation like one of these to actually use in terms of storage. It is only 629 kilobytes as opposed to the how large is the one? 18.8 megabytes, not gigabytes. That would be absurd. Um, what I'll do is quickly process these. Um, codec, video, lib, vpx, vp9. X format is UVA 420p. The output file name is fname.webm. Um, isn't there a lossless flag? Um, CPU used. Is it -8 is quality? I have no idea. With lossless on, it uses a lot more data. Hmm. It's weird that it's using so much data. It's weird. It's like it shows that it's using very little data, and then at the end, it'll just like still be a large file. Anyway, I should probably stop playing with files. Let us move on. This is just an example character. So right now, resave as A. Okay. So choose no animation. Let's make a Saria. Browse very angy. Um, probably just normal. Yeah, just browse one. Saria does not have elf ears. I don't think her hair is very messy. I think it's just kind of clear. I don't think it's possible for her hair to shine. Doesn't really have a hair branch. I think the closest is 11 so far. Not quite right, but doesn't really have any branching like that. It seems like too much hair, if I'm being honest. A top hat with halo would be wild. A lot of horn options. Mech. That'd be sick. I don't really like the hair. Honestly, we might just call it this. Doesn't feel quite right, but I don't think we're gonna get any better. All right. So for her hair is actually gray. We should probably make it the same gray. Do A0, A0, A0. Um, Honestly, A0 might be a little bit low. Um, Try C0. Try D0. Do. Uh, Wow, they're already back on. How long have I been streaming? Oh, I've been streaming for 3 hours. Shit. Audible is it? Suppose we'll find out later. Uh, I got a gifted sub. So I went into their chat to say thank you. All right. The halo I need to color. Um, just so probably be slightly green, very slightly. The outline would probably be closer to uh, it is very noticeably green. Just be very subtle. All right. How do we want to do the clothing? Um, Here we go. Um, don't really have a lot of great options for like what she does wear. This might just be as close as we can get. BC. What a color code. Can you even see that? Or does it just look like I've gone insane and I'm started? Oh, you can kind of see it. I'm going to go slightly closer to red. like around here. Actually, I'm gonna go more towards magenta. Very subtle though. I feel like it's not very subtle. I don't know. People notice that? I don't think so, actually. What if the speaker has? No, it doesn't. Damn. I mean, I think most people wouldn't really bother with recoloring the speaker. Or is it this? What is this? This is not named what I would have what I would have expected. But that's because I'm an idiot. Interestingly enough, compared to Asteria, Aletta actually has a lot of the same features, especially with the hair, because the hair is a little bit it's a little bit restrictive. Um, Aletta's hair is more saturated. It's a lot more saturated. Um, then obviously Aletta doesn't have a halo. As funny as that would be. All right. Aletta has a Weeple. Kind of close to kind of closer to blue than red. The mouth is going to be same kind of color, probably darker. Um, I don't actually know where this appears. Hmm. I never thought to check. I don't actually know what Aletta's eye color is. I'm pretty sure yellow, but I could be wrong. Maybe red actually. Report. Actually red. Kind of like an orange red-ish. Oh, it's the same color. No, I'd want. Oh, That makes this a lot easier. Okay, I kind of do want to brighten this up a little bit. I guess the blush would have to be a different color as well, wouldn't it? Hmm. Oh, here we go. There we go. And then obviously no halo. Damn, I can have three. I should probably color these. Here we go. They're the same color as the skin, actually. I think she normally wears, yeah, dark shirt and a very white jacket. So inner outfit is quite dark. Probably not a color. Okay. I think that's about as close as we're going to get. Actually, that's right. I could change these. Here we go. Here we go. Area has pretty long hair, but kind of all around. So we can do. Yeah. All right. Belinda's hair is a lot messier. She'd have probably all of these branches. Okay, maybe not all of them. Maybe not the B branch. Oh, hey DH. I I have Pally stream like minimized, so all I'm hearing is monsters screaming. It's almost better than knowing what's going on. I have no idea what's happening. All I know is that whatever is happening, it is cataclysmic. Actually, I don't know. I feel like I've forgotten so much about my characters. No, Alida, despite being smart, doesn't actually have broken ass eyes. Yeah, we're working on trying to get 32 people. We have 11 interested thus far. Um, we'll see how it goes. It's probably good at this point if we don't have 32 people because who knows if my computer is going to handle that. But I do want to get to 32 just to see if my computer can handle it, really. Um, yeah. I mean, it's also that it's 32 people, many of which I have never talked to before. Um, because I don't have a circle large enough to include 32 people. So I have opened it essentially to the public. If you have VTubed and your account is older than a month, then yeah. So we'll see how it goes. It's probably going to be a cataclysmic like failure, but we'll see. That it would be viewers and streamer friends. I mean, we've got a couple streamer friends in there. Darth is interested in attending. And I have set up the rules in such a way because you have to have VTubed and your account has to be older than a month. And that was specifically set as you have to have VTubed before because that includes Ant if he wants to join. Because he has VTubed for the D&D stream, which means it counts. I have done a preliminary vibe check. And everybody seems to pass the vibe check. Although my vibe check is essentially you haven't said anything racist in one of your like popular clips. So like it's not a high bar. But they don't seem to be any people who are like gonna be problematic. So that's cool. I do actually, if anybody is in chat and would like to join me, we're going to do a raid, but not a raid. Well, I mean, I guess if we raid, it does necessarily move everybody out of the stream. We're going to do what I'm going to declare as the Asteria VT first soft raid. That's right. We're implementing new techniques. You see, I've just looked in my following list, and somebody was streaming special events, and I was like, well, that's kind of interesting. What are they streaming? It turns out it's their birthday today. So everybody, we are going to soft raid host Hato, and we are going to tell them happy birthday. Get your big cheers ready. That's right. This is a birthday raid. This is gonna be my message if you would like to plagiarize. But yes. Actually, he's doing really well. It's funny. If you look at my about panels, there's a question that says, "Why are you a man?" And that is actually one it links to Hosuhata's channel because I thought it was so funny that it's one of his questions. That I put it in my FAQ. But yeah, no, he's cool. When I first found him, he was playing Resident Evil, and I'll be honest, I I lied and said I didn't have audio. Because I didn't want to like have to keep the audio on. And no, this was a while ago. It was like it was some Resident Evil game. All I remember is that he was fighting some like fucking demonic entity that was like teleporting around and shit. But yeah, I was like, oh, I don't have audio. And so he started talking, like he started typing messages in chat, and I was like, holy shit, this guy is so awesome. Like that is cool as hell. So he's been in my follow list ever since. That is like, that's cool. Most streamers wouldn't go into chat. Yeah. But yeah, he's cool. So we're gonna go wish him a happy birthday. Everybody, if you're in chat and you want to join, we're going to go to that link I sent and send a happy birthday. Do I need to give a countdown? Do we need to coordinate the when? I don't think it really matters. So we'll do it now. This is the smoking gun to do it. I keep getting jump scared by like people in the sidebar that I'm able to knock on their stream. And I don't know why. Like it doesn't go away, which is super annoying. You have to like stay off of it for like 2 full seconds for it to disappear. But yes. He's actually also playing Super Battle Golf. Actually, one of the people who was interested in the 32 player game. What is up with the audio on this? I have it set to 1%. It still sounds like just about loud. Maybe I just have little bitch ears, like um but yeah, one of the people who was interested is was also playing Super Battle Golf, and that was the first I'd ever seen of the game. And I was just like, holy shit, this game looks absolutely insane because he kept getting like blown up and shit. And I was like, what is happening? It was a very interesting experience, to be sure. But yes. All right. So we've made Aletta now. Shall we make all of the other characters? How many other characters do we have? I feel like I should know this, but it's been so long since I've written anything because I've been so busy doing other shit. Even now, I should probably be working on Coalescence. Um, Probably should be working on Coalescence. I don't even think I can make the Gremlin, can I? It's actually an interesting thing. I can't make the Gremlin because I can't edit the textures. I don't have the spine editor. Damn. That was EmoteLab.app is the website. How much is spine? 2D animation for games. I mean, it's only $69. First off, nice. Probably not worth. Um, yeah. You can't even do physics with the basic editor. You have to buy the $379 one. That's less interesting. I probably won't be buying the editor. Very expensive. Anyway, let's stop doing EmoteLab for the time being. Oh yeah, DH, do you see the new emotes section on my website? I have vastly improved it. It used to be very shit. Now it is only slightly shit. Let me show the page. Where is my new emotes? Yes, actually. Let me quickly come into emotes.html. So I want to show you the old version. I have so many things open. It is insane. Okay. What happened? I changed the JavaScript and then the CSS stopped working. But why is the logo not working now? What has happened? What what did I do? I changed this JavaScript file and now my logo doesn't work. There we go. Freaky Nginx behavior. Um but if we come down here, you can see this is how the website looked, right? We have new dusk emotes. Um this is how the website looked. And now if I come over here and I get rid of the old This is how it looks now. Slightly better. But yeah, we have a bunch of emotes from EmoteLab for Dusk. We'll probably make ones for Aleta and this area as well. What I would like to do is set up some way to easily do the emote vote on the website to like choose various emotes in here rather than in Google Drive. Google Drive is kind of shit if I'm being honest. Um, so I'll need to look into that. I'm sure I can do it. It's just gonna take about a day because I don't use JavaScript because JavaScript makes me sad, and I don't want to be sad while programming. That's just not fun. Um, but yes, that is some of the stuff I've been working on today. Is improving how the website looks. Um, I have so many things I have to do like within the next few like days. I need to get the VGen commissions done. I actually need to chase a couple of my clients for feedback. I was supposed to get information last weekend about one of them, and it has been a couple days after that. Actually, their commission's due in 12 days. Um, I should probably check in with them. Write a message really quick. Where are they? They're there. All right. Um, this one's waiting on me. And this one I should probably also check in with them. Um, to get those going. I'm generally super passive when I have clients I need info from. I should probably be less passive because it ends up using a bunch of time. All right. I have so many things to do. Well, first off, let's check off all of the things. I think I've done a couple of the things that are on my to-do list. I want to check this really quick. Um, I think I've succeeded in make my website actually look presentable. It's not crazy, but it isn't trash. And you know what? I'm willing to take that. It isn't trash. That's our bar. All right. Done a couple of our things. I am going to tune out of this stream because I'm getting very distracted with all of the super golf battle music. Super battle golf. Who's the developer of Super Battle Golf? Brimstone. Hmm. How did you get the Ditto badge? Wild. All right. Let's move on to coalescence. Why is VNyan open? It is slowly getting hot in my room. Speaking of getting hot in my room, I need to upload some of these videos. Has nothing to do with thermals. It's just I need to upload them. Oh, get that going. All right. So in terms of coalescence, one of the things that I've been working on is scripting because I intend on removing OBS scripting and instead making it a an application-wide scripting language that includes modular bits that you can load and unload, or that do unload and load as certain parts of the application become available. For example, if OBS loads, then all of the OBS features in the scripting should be available. All right. Getting so distracted by Hallie absolutely annihilating the golf ball, sending it well into the drink. Wait, you can die in Super Battle Golf? That sounds awesome. All right. What I need to do now is add references to scripting for most other um, subsystems, which actually violates part of the design of coalescence, but I don't care. There's no easier way to do it. Otherwise, everything has to have a reference to Lua C#, and I don't want to deal with that. So we're just going to do it transitively. So we need to define a class. Well, first I need to get this shit on screen. Do the one thing I'm supposed to do as a streamer and put things on. Why does it look like that? Why does it look like that? What the fuck? Why does it look like that? Isn't there supposed to like be things that make that not look like shit? Or is it because this isn't pinned? What is happening? I don't care if document highlights isn't available. This looks a little bit more sensible. All right. So we need to make a new class. OBS script provider. Okay. Public static void, etc. This is where we put all of the fun stuff, right? The scripting. We don't need concatenate. We maybe don't need delay. Do we need delay? Can you delay in Lua? I'm sure you can. Lua delay. Lua does not have an inbuilt sleep function. Well then. That will be in coalescence. Okay. This is essentially how these work. Is it's a public static function. It can return. It just doesn't really do a whole lot. So enable or set filter enable sets the enable state of a filter. So it will be source. There will be scene. Actually, it's just source, isn't it? So it's source, then filter. The filter to enable or disable. The source, the filter is on. Both of these are strings. Bool enabled. Okay. And then we shall use the same code as here. So OBS update is source. We set filter name is enabled. Okay. Then we need OBS subsystem. OS equals new or subsystem registry dot get OBS subsystem. We want to set OS dot OB socket or OS dot set filter enabled. Then this will just do OS dot log. To be Okay. So now this will be called set filter enable. And now we can use this function in scripting to set the enablement of any filter. And that does two of these because it does enable and disable. So now literally the only other thing I need to implement is set input property. And then all of the scripts are translatable. This version. I just realized I asked a question. I forgot to check for the answer. Ah. Okay. It's getting really hot in here. Hot is it in my room right now? $71. That doesn't seem right. I think it's probably higher than 71 in here because I'm beginning to sweat. There are, after all, two computers running full time in here. So give me a minute to go turn, or let me go open the door. But, or if it is 71 in that other room, it might be as high as 85 in here. Because holy shit, the temperature differential the second you leave my room is crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. But that story will have to wait for another time. I think we're going to call it here. I've been live for a long time. It's like front of the light. I have no idea. I don't see anything now. I have had a fly going around in the room being a dick, but I haven't gotten him quite yet. Anyway, we're gonna end here. I think we might just raid into Pally. That might be easy and simple. So let's do that. Chat, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day. We are going to raid Pally, who is playing Super Battle Golf with Notorious Monster. What is? Oh, okay. But yes, everybody, thank you again. Our raid message is what is our raid message? Um, I cannot think of a good raid message. This is our raid message. Cat Owl is on the greens with you. They would never expect it. Chat, everybody, thank you. I will see you next time. Bye.